Hello, welcome to Analog Circuit Design online lecture series. Myself Reema Rawat from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Electronics and Communication. Now, in this session, we are going to see the topics hybrid pi capacitances, validity of hybrid pi model, and variation of hybrid pi parameters from the unit transistor at high frequencies. Now, in the previous session, we have derived the parameters of the components in hybrid pi model C configuration. Now, here in this, we are going to consider different hybrid pi capacitances, validity of this hybrid pi model, and we are going to see the variation of hybrid pi parameters according to the particular values or some parameters. So, let's start with that. So first of all, let us see hybrid pi capacitances. Now, we have seen the hybrid pi transistor model for C configuration in the previous sessions. We have seen that there are two capacitances in that model. They were C and CE. So these two capacitances are, the first one CB-C or CC, that is the collector capacitance, and the second one is emitter capacitance. So let us see the first one, that is CB-C or CC. This is the collector junction capacitance and it is measured between collector and base with the input open. This is inversely proportional to DC because as VCE, that is voltage across collector emitter terminal, is increased, the width of depletion region also increases and CC decreases. Next is CE. So CE capacitance, which appears between base and emitter in the hybrid pi model. Here CE represents the sum of emitter diffusion capacitance, that is CDE, and the emitter junction capacitance, that is CTE. So CE is the addition of these two capacitances as two internal capacitances. First one is diffusion capacitance and the second one is emitter junction capacitance. Now the first one, that is the diffusion capacitance CDE, is mathematically given as CDE, that is equals to Gm into W square by twice of dB, where dB is what? dB is diffusion constant for minority carriers in the base, and W is the width of the depletion region. Now the next one, that is the value of CE in terms of Ft, is given as CE, that is almost equals to Gm divided by 2 pi Ft. But CE, that is emitter capacitance, is the addition of two capacitances CDE plus CTE. So that is equals to CDE plus CTE equals to Gm by 2 pi Ft. Or if we make Ft as the subject, we will get Ft, that is equals to Gm by 2 pi CDE plus CTE, or else you can say 2 pi CE, that is the emitter capacitance. Okay. Now let us consider one example over here from all the derived formulas. Here the data is given as the following low frequency parameters are known for a given transistor at IC equals to 1.3 milliampere, VC equals to 10 volts at room temperature, and H parameters given are HF equals to 50, HI equals to 1100 ohms, HRE equals to 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 4, HO equals to 24 microampere per volt. At the same point, Ft is given 50 megahertz and COB, that is equals to 3 picofarad. Compute all the values of hybrid pi parameters of CE transistor model. Okay. So in this example, it is asked to obtain all the values of hybrid pi parameters for CE model. So let us start with the first one, that is the transconductance GM. We are going to use the given data in the example and place the values of it for the given equations. So first is GM, that is equals to, we have derived already, IC in milliampere divided by 26, because here it is mentioned that you need to calculate it at room temperature, and we have already seen that at room temperature, that means at 300 degree Kelvin, the equation of transconductance GM is IC by 26. Now here in the data, IC is given to us, which is 1.3 milliampere. So we place the values in this equation, we will get 1.3 divided by 26. So the answer will be 0.05. This is the value of transconductance GM. Second parameter is RB-E. So RB-E is given as HFE by GM. Here the value of HFE is given 50, and we have obtained the value of GM, which is 0.05. So if you place that value in the equation, we will get the value 1000 ohms of RB-E. Simple. Now the third parameter, that is RBB dash, or else you can say RB-, base spring resistance. That is given as HIE minus RB-E. We have obtained the value of HIE, that is 1100, minus RB-E, that is 1000. So you get the value 100 ohms. Okay. Now the next parameter, that is RB-C, that is equals to RB-E upon HIE. RB-E value is obtained, that is 1000 divided by 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 4. So we will get the value 4 mega ohms. Next is GCE, that is equals to HOE minus HFE GB-C, that is equals to 24 into 10 raised to minus 6 minus 50 upon 4 into 10 raised to 6. So by simplifying this, we will get the value 1.15 into 10 raised to minus 5. And we know that RC is what? Inverse of GC, that is equals to 1 by GC. So if we find the value of 1 by 1.15 into 10 raised to minus 5, we will get the value 86956.52 ohms. The next is FT, that is equals to GM upon 2 pi CE plus CC. Here COB, that is CC, is given 3 picofarad. So if we want to find that CE, that will be equals to GM upon 2 pi FT minus CC. By placing the values we have obtained, we will get CE, emitter capacitance, that is equals to 156.154 picofarad. So now all the values are obtained for the hybrid pi transistor model for CE configuration. Okay, so this is how you can solve this kind of examples. Now let us see the next topic, that is validity of hybrid pi model. We have seen the hybrid pi model. Now, in what criteria this hybrid pi model is valid? So for that we need to understand this. You can say that, you can see here, the shaded region is indicated. This shaded region is where the validity of hybrid pi model exists. So you can see that there is a point where x equals to 0 and x equals to w, that is the width, is indicated. And if the distribution remains triangular when VBE is varied, then the slope at x equals to 0 and x equals to w are equal. Hence the emitter and collector currents will also be equal. This is the range where the validity of hybrid pi model exists. Now, if the rate of change of VBE, that is voltage across base and emitter terminal, is small, such that the base incremental current IB is small in comparison to the collector incremental current IC, then under such dynamic conditions, the hybrid pi model is valid. Here, for the condition in which the hybrid pi model is valid is given as where the frequency f is very less than 6 pi ft by 2 pi, or else you can say that is equal to 3 ft. So this is the condition of validity of hybrid pi model. That means the frequency should not be more than, considering the parameter 3ft. That means the f or frequency should be less than or equals to 3ft. Okay, this is the condition for the validity of hybrid pi model. Now let us see the next topic, that is variation of hybrid pi parameters. So let us see this table in which parameters are indicated in the first column, and in the second column we are going to see the variation of increasing the value of the particular parameters. We have considered three parameters over here. First one is IC, VC and P. These are the three parameters in which we are going to see the variation. That means if we increase the values of these three parameters, what will be the effect on some other parameters? Okay, this is also important. So first of all, let us consider parameter GM, that is transconductance. So if we increase the value of IC, collector current, then the effect of GM will not be there. That means IC will remain same. GM is independent of VCE, and effect of GM will be 1 by T, because the relation of GM and temperature is inverse, that we have already seen. So next is RVP dash. So with that, IC decreases, no effect on VC, and temperature increases. Next parameter is RV dash E. So there will be 1 by IC, VC increases, and temperature also increases. If we consider the effect of emitter capacitance CE, then the IC will remain same IC, VCE decreases, and no effect or no relation on the temperature. Then next capacitance CC, collector capacitance. So there is no relation of IC with that. Sorry, that is independent of that. Then VCE decreases and temperature independent. Next parameter HFE. So HFE and IC has no relation. VCE increases, and the effect of HFE on temperature is that it increases. HIE, for that 1 by IC is there, that means the relation of HIE and IC is inverse. VCE increases and the temperature also increases. So this is the table which indicates the variation of hybrid pi parameters. I hope that these all topics are clear to you now. These are the references. Thank you. Thank you for listening.